Allow your breath to come into your practice. And we're going to stay focused today on the whole journey of the body. Like sometimes we are doing a deep breath and we think, okay, my arms are down, now they're up, right? But we want to make sure we take the whole journey. So that takes a little extra focus and concentration. So as you allow your breath to soften and smooth out, just think about that for a moment. And the hand position, the mudra that helps us with focus and concentration, the dhyana mudra. So we're going to take that now, turn your left palm up, place your right palm on top of it, and have your thumbs to touch. Your arms here are comfortable, okay? We're not trying to hold them up. They can be wherever is comfortable. And then just make sure that your spine is nice and long as you try and inhale deeply and exhale deeply, and start observing the journey of the breath as it comes in through the nose, deep into the belly, and then exhaling through the nose. So really focusing on the breath, but if you feel your focus start to wander, press your thumbs together and allow that movement to help draw you back to what you're doing. And just take a moment to notice here as your breath settles back into its regular pace, did that change anything? Are you calmer? Do you feel your energy starting to move? And bring the hands down by your side with the palms face up. And here's that journey of the arms that we're going to make sure to pay attention to. Palms face up, exhale, and drawing energy up from the earth, keeping the spine nice and long, staying in touch with where the arms are and where they're going, fingertips touch, palms out, and again, slowly lower. Nice long and strong arms. And notice as your fingertips touch the mat. Inhale, draw the arms up long. What happens in the body as you start to draw the arms way up, and then what happens as you draw them down? Try and keep the spine long even as your arms descend. Notice the fingertips touching down. Do they come to the mat at the same time? Inhale up. We're noticing here. We're not saying, oh no, that didn't, I did something wrong. No, we're just paying attention. Exhale down. And just do that one more time, paying attention. And release. All right, let's bring the hands to the knees and just focus for a moment on the breath. Inhale and exhale, and wake up our spine this morning. So you're nice cross-legged. Inhale, take your arms out to the side, slight bend to the elbows. Exhale, round your back, touch your fingertips long in front of you. And then as you inhale, take the elbows back and shine your heart up. Try not to drop the head back. Shine the heart up. And exhale, forward, fingertips touch. Inhaling deeply. And just keep going in this familiar movement. Notice the whole journey of the body here. the next time your fingertips touch, just hold. Draw the arms up as you extend through the spine. Reach nice and tall. Take your palms to touch and draw your hands to heart center. Let's change the cross of the legs here. So take your other leg in front. Okay, we're going to do a little tilt and twist. So the left hand is gently on the mat. As the right arm moves up, notice this side extending, and notice if your shoulder hunched up towards your ear. If it did, soften it. Even bend the elbow. Inhale. And as you tilt, exhale. And then draw the left arm up to meet the right. Notice lengthen both sides. Here's our gentle twist to the right, hands down. Inhale up and right hand down. Noticing tilt to the left. Tilt to your right. What's happening here? Draw the right arm up. Yeah, and gentle twist to the left. Remember, we're waking up the spine here. We're not yanking it around. Inhale up. Tilt left. Inhale up. Twist right. Take it up. Tilt right. Inhale up and twist left. All right, we're bringing it up now, really extending the ribs away from the hips. Inhale, and let's twist to the right and stay there. Inhale, put length in your spine again, and as you exhale, take your gaze towards your right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, take your gaze to the left. Inhale. As you exhale, take your gaze back to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left and holding here without tugging. Inhale, take your gaze to the left. On your next exhale, take your gaze to the right. And on your next exhale, take your gaze back to the right. That would be your left shoulder. Sorry. Come back up. Inhale. Palms touch. Hands come heart center. Okay, we're going to lean back. Change across the ankles one last time and do a little more work on the sides. So the left hand is gently to the mat. Right arm is long. And keeping the hips nice and square, just tilt to the left. Now put your left hand on your left thigh here and start to make some nice big circles. And notice what starts to happen as you make the circles. What body parts are participating now? The next time you're tilted over to the left, stay here. Bend your right elbow and then start to draw the elbow shoulder back as you shine your heart up toward the sky, basically looking up. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your right elbow toward your left knee. It doesn't reach, it's just going in that direction. And then come back to center, bring both arms up, reach. Take it over to the right. Yeah, right hand to the right thigh and make those big circles. So we're doing things a few more times so that we have the opportunity to just really focus on what's happening. And the next time you're over to the right, hold there. Bend your left elbow. Take the elbow and shoulder behind. Notice if one side reacted a little differently than the other. heart shines up. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your left elbow towards your right knee. And come back center, arms up, and release. Okay, let's take the legs hip-width distance apart and give them a nice little shake. Okay, whatever's going to release them. We sat cross-legged for quite a while here. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we are going to do a little spinal opening here, and let's keep the legs straight. Okay, a lot of time during the day, most of the time, we're like this, right? Looking forward, looking down. So we're going to take our back in the opposite direction. So the legs are long. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Okay? If that doesn't work, the hands don't want to clasp, you can put them right on your hips, up top of the hips here. Okay? Roll your shoulder blades toward each other and start to gently lift your hands, feeling the front of the shoulders here. Okay? Not straining them, not tugging, just gently lift. If your hands are here, then your elbows are heading slightly more toward each other. Okay, release the fingers. And one more time, draw the arms up, inhale. Exhale, clasp. Did you clasp the same exact way you just did? Switch your hands by one finger. It probably feels a little unusual, right? Roll the shoulder blades toward each other. Gently start to lift those hands, or remember, elbows together. And release. Okay, shake out the hands. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little reverse plank. Bring your hands behind you, your fingertips are pointing toward your hips, and your hands are on the mat. Exhale, and as you inhale, do that same shoulder blades together, lifting the heart without throwing the head back. Really open up here, and release. Okay, that's the reverse plank with the hips on the mat. That's perfect place to stay. If you want a little extra and you think your shoulders will be happy about that, okay, you can lift the hips slightly. So we've got the hands back here, the heels are grounded. Exhale, inhale, shoulder blades toward each other, heart lifts, and then start to draw the hips up. If you already know this isn't for you, then don't even worry about it. And release. Shake out those arms, shake out those wrists. Okay, and now we're just going to do a quick little counter pose for that. Arms out to the side, right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right. We're just going to roll the shoulders forward and tuck the chin for a second. Now arms out again, and left hand goes first to the right shoulder, right hand to the left shoulder here. And just a slight roll and tuck forward. And release. All right, shake out those arms. Okay, so let's get some core and hip action going this morning. Yay, I know. All right, we're going to do core first. Okay, so let's, can you watch for one moment here? Because this is a little different. I know Maggie's already done it. Okay, the feet, you see, are not flat on the mat, they're to the toes. The hands are not flat on the mat, they're to the fingertips, and my arms are not even touching the mat. That's our starting position. So roll down and come to toes and fingertips here. So this is a little more challenging, maybe a lot more, because there's not a lot of contact with the mat in the feet and the hands here. All right, and so just staying like this, just draw your right knee up and tap the toes down. Do not release the foot to the mat. Draw the left knee up and tap the toes down. Are you feeling that nice and deep in the core? Take your right knee up and start to draw your left arm up and tap down. Take your left knee up and start to draw your right arm up and tap down. We're going to continue right knee, left arm and tap, left knee, right arm and tap. And maybe you even start to switch in midair. That's kind of fun. So you don't even wait for that whole other side to settle. We started right knee, left arm, so the next time you do left knee, right arm, you'll be even. Hold on to your legs. Inhale and exhale. Rock your spine out a little bit and wiggle your feet at me if you felt that on a deep level. All right. Okay, so let's go back to that. Toes and fingertips. We did single leg. We're going to take both knees up and tap the toes down. Now you might decide right here and now, 2 knees, not today. Switch back to alternating. 2 knees and tap down, or switch back to alternating, and let's add 2 arms. 2 knees, 2 arms, and tap down. And even if you're alternating, you can try the 2 arms with that too. You don't always have to go 1 leg, 1 arm, right? 2 knees, 2 arms, or 1 leg, 2 arms, but always stay connected. What's happening for you? Okay, if you've been alternating, just go until you're even. We're going to do 1 more. If you're doing doubles, take it down, release everything. Whew. Take your arms wide out to the side, take your feet mat width distance apart, and just let your body gently move side to side. That feels so good, doesn't it? Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Whew. All right, so we've started waking up the obliques with this move here, and now we're going to just continue that a little bit with the obliques, all right? So go ahead and draw your knees in towards you. Your arms are still long. And gently, now your feet are lifted, so it's going to require more from your core muscles. Gently take your legs to the right, there they are, and to the left. And to the right, and to the left. And maybe your obliques are feeling like they want a little more challenge. You can come to the side, extend your legs, bend the knees and come back. Side, extend, bend, and back. So play with whichever one is feeling better to you. Remember, we're staying conscious of the whole journey, which means what's happening in the body too as we do this. Are there any signals that are saying you need to do something different? Your body might even be signaling, look, just put your feet back down and do this. Okay? All right. The body isn't always telling us, work as hard as you can. And when you're even, we started to the right, so when you go to the left, bring your feet back down, bring your arms by your side, and gently let your knees open and close. Okay, we're going to come to stillness for a moment and just assess, how's everything doing? How's the back feeling, the lower back? Inhaling and exhaling. How's everything else? Core feels nice and strong. Let's feel that core engagement. Just imagine it in your mind, okay? How did it feel? And then release just a little bit from that feeling so the core still feels engaged, and carry that feeling with you throughout the day. So your core is engaged and it's a really supported place to move from, whether you're seated or standing or even laying down. Okay? Inhale and exhale. Arms by your side, we're going to do some bridges. The feet are hip-width distance apart. The heels are kind of close to the hips here. Bend at the elbows, your palms facing. Okay, we got this? Now exhale, press your upper arms into the mat as you start to roll your pelvis towards you and lift those hips. Now slowly roll down, replacing your spine on the mat, one vertebra at a time. And then roll up again. Engage your glutes as you come up. If you're feeling any strain in your hamstrings, just move your feet farther away. If you want to lift a little higher, move your feet closer. Okay, after your next bridge, gently release down. Put your hands down by your side and just listen to the body. Is it telling you to move, maybe straighten the legs for a moment and then bend them back? Anything like that, inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do super gentle water wheels here, which familiar move will give you an opportunity to just focus on what's happening in the body as you go through your water wheel. Follow the entire movement. Okay, so we're starting right knee in, point up, flex your foot, draw the leg down. Knee in, point up, flex down. And just keep going. Follow the entire journey of your leg. What happens as you move? And the next time your right knee is in, hold it in. Flex your right foot. Flex out, point up, knee in. And just follow that. Stay connected. Yeah. And the next time your right knee is in, whenever you get there, you don't have to rush. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring. And let that right leg come out to the side and back to center. Out to the side and back to center. Now put your right foot on your left thigh. Take your right arm out to the side. Put your left hand on your right thigh. Inhale. And as you exhale, let the right knee come across the body. Right hip starts to lift. And go as deep as the body is ready for right now, looking towards your right fingertips in this little twist here. And then as you come back up, let your right ankle slide across your left thigh. Lift your left leg, hold on to your right shin, and move the hips around. Sliding the thighs together so your right thigh is crossed over your left, holding on to the legs. So you might not, find your right hand on your left leg and your left hand on your right leg. They don't have to be at the ankles. They could be at the shins. They could even be at the thighs. But just move into this nice little hip stretch. And then release, unwind, bring both feet to the mat and let the knees gently open and close. Butterfly wings as we move to water wheel on the left. Knee in, point up, flex down. See how this side feels. Yeah. Happy hips for the weekend here. next time the left knee is in, hold it in, flex your foot, and reverse your water wheel. Flex out, point up, knee in. Keeping the breath moving nice and deep. And the next time the left knee is in, hold on, shin or hamstring, leg out and back. You could extend your right arm out from the shoulder at any point here. Now put your left foot on your right thigh. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and extend your left arm out from the shoulder. And then allow your left leg to come over, paying attention to when your body says, that's far enough in this twist. Turn your gaze towards your left fingertips. And as you come back, let your left ankle slide across your right thigh, draw your right leg in, and holding on to your left shin, move that hip around. Notice the sensations in this hip. How does this side feel? And then cross tightly at the thighs, hold on, probably opposite hand to opposite leg, unless you're just holding on to your thighs, that works too. Let the hips wiggle around. And then release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently let the knees open and close. And we're going to make our way to hands and knees. Tabletop here. Okay, remember, anytime you're on your knees, if they're requesting extra padding, make sure you give it to them. Okay, so we've got the knees under the hips. Walk your arms forward so they're long, and we come into a knee down plank. Okay, check yourself. The hips are not hiked up. The spine is not saggy. You're in knee down plank. Now take your hips towards your heels and come forward. Now we're going to add a little push up, down and up, and hips to heels. Knee down plank, down and up. If that's bothering your wrists, you could do it at the wall instead, or you could just come up and press back and up, really focusing on the arms. Okay. And then the next time you're on your way back, hips toward the heels, bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and settle into child's pose. Having the forehead supported in child's pose, whether it's on your hands or the mat. And then very mindfully make your way to downward facing dog. What moves do you make on your way up? What parts of the body are involved? What changes occur? You're in downward facing dog, and let's bend one knee and then the other, alternating, pressing the heels toward the mat. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. And then press both heels down and hold. And walk your feet towards your hands, taking a nice mindful journey. When you get here, bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward. Good. And exhale. Gently fold, soft knees and hips. As you inhale, drawing the arms out long and up, pay attention. The whole journey, what happens in the body. Palms touch. Exhale your hands to heart center. And release. Inhale and exhale. So a very mindful journey we can take is our sun salutation, yes? Yeah. And if you do them repeatedly, or even, just once a day, but just getting used to them, it turns into less of a mind thing, and the body just follows along. So let's come to the top of the mat. I'll talk you through the first side, and the second side I'll be more quiet so you can just be more focused. So let's find the feet hip-width distance apart. And this is just going to be the basic moves of sun salutation. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, folding from the hip creases with a long spine, swan dive. Okay, we're not folding at the waist here. And we don't care how low the hands go. Hands to the thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward, half lift. Now the hands come to the mat, and we step back with the right leg hanging out in this lunge for just a moment or two here, wiggling around if that feels good, probably for the left hip, it feels great. And then come into your plank. And if you want to do knee down plank, you can do knee down. If you want to do knee up, you do knee up. I'm ready for a knee down plank right now, so that's what I'm doing. And then a nice strong chaturanga, release to the mat. Keeping it simple, just your basic cobra. The hands are gentle on the mat, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Shine your heart forward without throwing the head back, and release. And then find your way to downward facing dog. What happens on your journey to downward facing dog? Now in down dog, we're going to spend 3 nice, deep, long breaths. And then begin your journey, feet to the hands. You can raise the right leg if you want, or you can just start walking. When you get there, that nice half lift, forward fold, and follow the journey. Upward salute. Palms touch, and hands come heart center. And release. All right, as we move into the other side, it's going to look exactly the same. So I'm not going to talk, I'll do it with you, but your body knows this, so you really don't even have to look at me. The feet are hip-width distance, mountain pose. All right, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left leg here. Everybody wound up at the top of your mat, so you did great, right? Okay, all right, the body knows that movement, so just let it flow from your body. All right, so let's take a little, we're gonna take the legs wide here, turn the toes out, hands to the hips, and we're gonna take the knees out over the toes as we plie down, okay? So there's no like booty back here. We're going down and up, okay? thighs here, down and up. And let's add some arms. So we'll straighten the legs, 5-pointed star, take it to moonflower. And once again, here we go. We're just going to repeat this nice and simply like this and observe what's happening. Follow the whole journey. You might notice something that you don't typically notice when you do this move. Lots of repetition. And the next time you're in your moonflower, just stay here. And inhale the arms up. We're going to come into Sunburst. So cross your right arm in front of your left. Take your knees wide. And then inhale the arms way up and open. Take your left arm in front of your right and open. And just keep going like this. Right arm, left arm. And the next time you go left arm in front, you'll be even. So just come back to standing, bring your arms down, and bring your legs together, shake them out. Okay, how's everybody doing? We good? Let's come back down to the mat then. So grab anything you might want for our final relaxation when we get there. Okay. So the feet are hip-width distance apart. We're in mountain pose. And now we're scanning the body. See if the body's sending any signals to move or change alignment, change position. Just do as the body's instructing. And then come back to mountain pose here. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to Swan Dive. Bring the hands to the mat and step back to down dog. Inhale and exhale. You could come to table if you're more ready for that. We're going to let the hips go side to side. If you're in down dog, the knees are going to move as well. Okay, we're just releasing a little bit here. And now everybody bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and come to seated mountain pose, legs straight, feet flexed. Find that long spine, hands down by your side, but they're just grazing the mat here. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's shake it out. Shake the fingers, rotate the wrists a little bit, bend the knees, and we're going to roll down. So try and place your spine down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Extend your arms and legs long, still paying attention to our whole journey here. Exhale, draw your right knee in, hold on to the shin or hamstring. Inhale, extend the right leg back to long, arms overhead. Exhale, left leg in. Inhale, both legs long. Exhale, both legs in. Hang on here. And then flex your feet, draw them up so like you're making footprints on the ceiling, and come into happy baby. You might hold on to your hamstrings here. You might hold on to the inside or outsides of your feet. Feel that nice little hip release, and then rock side to side if that feels good to you this morning. All right, come back to center, release your hands down by your side, but keep your feet up for the moment. We're going to point and flex. Circle the ankles in one direction and then the other. So important. The ankles, bring the feet down. And then open and close and wiggle your fingers. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. And bring your hands down by your side and gently let your head move from right to left. Just checking in, see how the neck is doing. And bring the head back to center. And now from this place, scan your body. Make sure everything is where it needs to be for a nice, comfortable final relaxation. If anything needs to wiggle, let it wiggle. You might play with legs long, knees bent. Decide which one is a happier place for you for your final relaxation. And when you are feeling comfortable, settled, stay right there. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth. One more inhale through the nose. And as you exhale through the mouth, just allow your body to melt onto the earth. Your work is finished. The earth will support you. You're in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your inhale, extend your arms long overhead. Extend the legs. Exhale, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice, easy seat. As you draw your hands together, turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.